So, Mila, Kunis, Ashton, Kutcher reports are coming out that they are potentially breaking up because of what is going on, and they are breaking their silence on this. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. It is daily and consistent content coming to you from Berlin, Germany. And let's get into this madness. Of course, I did a deep dive yesterday. Shout out to those of you who have watched it. I really do appreciate it. 100,000 of you in less than 12 hours of me posting that. Thank you so much, because it definitely makes us look at everybody differently. Not really because if Diddy was involved with all of these, but because he has all of these connections. Perhaps, you know, he maneuvered the right suppliers to the right people who needed the right staff to take out the right people. Basically is what that video was giving to me. And if he did have any involvement in Britney's passing, extremely sad to see. But as I said to you, all eyes are on Ashton Kutcher. He's received a huge amount of negative PR in the past couple of days. All of these articles of his interviews resurfacing, pictures with him resurfacing, and now even articles about how him and Mila are not in a good place because of what is going on. So I can imagine that Ashton is in a position where he's panicking, he's uncertain, he doesn't know what's going on, he's confused. That is what I personally believe, because all of this basically coming out of nowhere in the past week. Because when he was first arrested, Diddy, all eyes were on Diddy, arrested, what charges, bail, denied bail, all of this stuff that was basically going on. But now everybody's looking at friends, celebrities, and people like this, and if they're involved in this. So of course, all of these articles coming out about Ashton, it's a PR mess for him and his team. Hopefully they get it together for him, because this is not what he needs right now. I'm pretty sure he's pissed. But articles were surfacing that Mila is not dealing well with what is going on with Ashton. However, People Magazine have given a source to People Magazine, so they have spoken out for them to basically deny everything and say that they are not breaking up. This is absolutely ridiculous and false, their camp says, in response to online chatter claiming the couple are separating amid renewed speculation over Kutcher's past friendship with Sean Diddy Combs. Earlier this week, old photos of Kutcher and Combs all resurfaced, odd videos as well. Ashton has no involvement in this. His camp speaks for him. He doesn't belong in this conversation about Diddy. Ashton has only seen Diddy in a handful of social and business events, all of which have been documented by the media. Sounds very familiar, guys, to Leonardo DiCaprio and how his people came out and they broke silence. It looks like a lot of these celebrities have no choice but to break silence, because their names are in all of these articles, associations, pictures, and everybody's like, well, did you know? Were you part of this? And of course, they don't want everybody to think that they were part of this Diddy stuff, so they have to speak out. The best PR choice, in my opinion, is for celebrities to remain quiet. But if your name's been dragged into everything and you know that you're innocent, or you believe you are, or you want people to think that, then you better speak up. So Leonardo was the first person. Ashton Kutcher seems to be the second person to speak up. Who would be next? It's a guessing game at this point. Absolutely ridiculous. But him and Mila are not breaking up from what these sources are saying. But where there's smoke, there's fire. And those articles about how Mila and him weren't doing well probably came from somewhere. And so where there is that smoke, as I just said, there's that fire. So Ashton has spoken out, denied everything. They're just friends. That's all it was. Social settings. It doesn't know anything else. But of course was in interviews refusing to speak about their experiences because crazy things took place. So it definitely makes you think about what he knew. And this is what my assumption is. A lot of people in Hollywood, a lot of people in these circles probably weren't directly involved with Diddy, with harming people, but they absolutely, in my opinion, knew what was going on, didn't care, turned a blind eye because it didn't affect them. And that's very common in this world. A lot of humans are like that. Humans are naturally very selfish people. So I think people just don't care unless it affects them. They're just going to turn a blind eye. They really don't give a damn. So it's really sad. Honestly, we're seeing the genocides of the Palestinians and the Lebanese happening right now, all being killed left, right, and center. But majority of people just won't care because it doesn't happen to them. And then when it does, people then cry. It's a very interesting human reactive behavior, and I feel like it correlates here with these celebrities in these circles. It doesn't affect them. Why would they care? Unfortunately, that's how people are. Not a lot of people are high empathic people. Anyways, Blac Chyna's mother is speaking out, Tokyo Toni, and she is speaking up in support of Diddy, basically saying that free him, what these girls were doing, they were in these positions, they knew what was coming. There's always one bird who comes out and says such nonsense and enables and coddles these abusers, and it's disgusting to see. And I feel like she's doing this either on purpose, for reaction, farming engagement. It's unnecessary, it's pointless. We've read the lawsuits, we know. And I think that when we see stuff like this, we need to just push it out and evade it, which is why I'm only giving this topic 30 seconds at best, and I'm simply just moving on from the conversation. But I'm not really surprised that basically that would take place. Now, Daily Mail are reporting that P. Diddy is officially no longer in a position of suicide watch. Diddy is taken off suicide watch as his attorney says he's focused and very strong and getting stronger day by day. People magazine were told that he was under suicide watch despite the fact that he came out and said that he wasn't suicidal. However, insiders previously said and told their publication that authorizations enacted the suicide watch as Combs' mental state and shock after his arrest was very unclear and he didn't know what was going to take place. Now he's been taken off that suicide watch completely, and of course people are discussing the fact that he's feeling like he's in a much safer place. Maybe he is doing better, guys. Maybe he is doing better. Maybe he's in a, mental health better position, but I just find it hard to believe that would be the case. I just find it very hard to believe. Now, all eyes are also on Jonathan Oddi. People are speaking about him on the app X, where he said that he caught herpes from the alleged sexual trysts between him and Diddy, and he was told to do things with Cassie. He also said P. Diddy would use cocaine during their escapades, and whilst Oddi's bizarre confessions were initially dismissed by the cops, internet sleuths are connecting his claims with the allegations that Cassie made in November 2023, and of course, in the past 6 months, Jonathan Oddi has kind of gone viral. We spoke about him in November, and so I'm not only going to touch on the situation now, but Oddi also makes claims the hip-hop industry included a cabal of rich people who moved drugs like liquid cocaine in their private jets, and he alleged he took that liquid cocaine with P. Diddy and Cassie. It's always some liquid stuff, the baby oil, the liquid cocaine. It is very intriguing. Apparently he has some kind of hearing, or he might be the one people believe to stand up against Diddy in court, one of few. I think that Jonathan Oddi is just one of many. I think we're hyper focusing on this man because we've seen interview of him, but there are many people like him, not only in these lawsuits, 50 victims in just one lawsuit, but if he speaks out, which I think could be huge in the courts, it means that a trailblazing of people that had experiences just like him are also going to speak out as well. So it's definitely going to be a momentum, and I don't think Diddy stands a chance. I don't know why he's so positive. I don't get it. Like, be realistic. All of these charges, more also going to be coming. What about connecting murder charges that people might think? The more charges they have on you, I assume the more money they get, the more they want to prosecute on you. So they're looking at everything, which is why the jury is still convening and looking at stuff, because the more that they get on you, the better it is for them. And so it's so easy to connect him to so much going on. And as my light dies on that moment, I will be ending this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Subscribe, and basically lights out. I am going to go and edit this video and put it up for you guys.